Hey guys, what is up? I guess I should tell you right away. The reason why you're seeing this video is because I decided to make 2 videos this week. Surprise! And right now I just parked at the gym. I don't feel like training, to be honest. It's really gray outside. It's gross. I don't feel good. I'm probably lacking sleep. I don't know what's going on. I'm just not feeling it. But you know what? I've got some goals, I've got some deadlines, I've got some exciting things to lift for, and I have to get stronger. So you know what? I'm still gonna go train, and I'm gonna do like last time. I'm gonna film my training and do a nice little voiceover for you to explain what I'm doing, what I'm working on, and stuff like that. So let's do this. Okay, so the first thing I noticed when I watched this video is the fact that my back is starting to look a lot more muscular, which is nice, and also explains why I've been so sore lately. So these squats were sets of 6, I believe, and I started off the first set at 135 and realized that I could totally add some weight. That's usually how my squats go. It feels like shit, and then I realized I could have done better, so I did my last 2 sets. I had 3 sets. I did my last 2 at 140 pounds, which is more than I've ever done, I think, for 6. This angle is a little shitty, but you can tell I'm struggling a little bit. By the next set, it actually looks better. That's usually how my squats go. Maybe I need to warm up a little bit more. That's a thing that I've kind of noticed, that my squats get better by the last set. So this set here, you'll notice, looks a lot better, and I'm also wearing my lifters. I've decided to wear my lifters always when I squat nowadays, unless I'm told otherwise by a coach at the gym, let's say in class. This is because I'm feeling really tight in the hips when I wear flat shoes for squatting. It's probably a mobility thing. It might be a volume thing also because I'm lifting a lot more weight than I'm used to. But overall, this set felt really good, and I only kind of struggled on the last reps, which is what you want, basically. And then I moved on to snatches. They felt awful at first, and then I kind of told myself not to be a wimp and did all my sets. They were triples, I think 3 sets of 3. I did them at 80 pounds. So this is me working at 80 pounds, trying not to be a wimp. It sort of worked, but it was kind of heavy. I'm surprised my form looks so good because they felt so awful. And also, I don't know if you can see, but I'm always struggling on the last rep. That's kind of what happens with triples, but there's a lot of people around, and sometimes I would get really distracted or something would be kind of in my face, like that guy's rope. So I had to struggle really hard to focus on this one, and sometimes you gotta work with what you got, right? I think I'm gonna struggle on this last rep too. It was just a question of kind of getting that last one out and trying to stay stable, because triples are really hard. Yeah, there you go. Nailed it. And after that, I actually had a really nice set, but it didn't film, so I moved on to power cleans. This was work to a heavy triple, and I was working there at 105 and felt really shitty. It was really awful, and then I looked at the footage, and it was fine. It looked great, so I realized, you know what? Let's just add some weight again. So I ended up doing my triples at 110. Here you see I added some weight, and I tried to get a little quicker on my elbow turnover and also try not to catch so wide. I tend to catch with my legs wide for power cleans, and then if ever I need to fail, I can't squat. So I tried to really work on speed here, and then the next set you'll see that my legs are a little tighter together, which is nice. But overall, these looked a lot better than they felt, I have to admit. So here you see my legs are a little tighter together. They can be split, but it's nice that I could squat if I wanted to, if I needed to. And also you'll notice I catch very high. That's a thing that my body does. It doesn't realize that it can squat. It's something I need to work on, definitely. And it's something that I need to get comfortable doing because I'm really comfortable sitting really high. But overall, I'm really proud of these reps. They look really good for what they felt like. And here on this last rep, wipe my hands, and I'm trying to deal with this uneven floor. It's just kind of a mess that day. I don't know. At least I did it. And then I moved on to benching in a really weird, awkward area of the gym. And I feel like this set felt awful and it looks really weird because my belly's sticking out. It was just a weird setup, and I'll show you in a sec. This is how tight it was. They put up the rowers and I felt like I was rowing in prison, basically. And so I had to really work on the next set to get the bench in the right place and then get my body in the right position to be able to bench optimally. So these were sets of 6 and I was working at 75 pounds. It's pretty light. It wasn't meant to be heavy, but it felt weird, and with people so close, I really had to focus once again, work on my mindset, get in the right place. But this set, I think, looks a lot better than the first one. And then I finished off with some of these one-arm presses. You can see that I'm kneeling, but I'm not holding my body on my legs, so it's really working on my core. And I like these one-arm movements because, as you know, I injured my finger in December, and so my left arm here looks a lot weaker, and it still is, but at least exercises like this work on those tiny deficiencies that you don't always see when you're lifting with both arms. So as you just saw, apparently a funny thing happens when I'm not feeling it. This is something that's happened before where I don't feel like it, I'm very tired, and somehow I guess I feel the need to compensate or overcompensate and just drive up my performance. And so today basically I lifted more weight than I ever have, I think, in terms of working sets. My squats were heavier, my lifts were heavier and looked nicer. They didn't feel good, not gonna lie. But I guess it goes to show that sometimes even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't feel that good, you should probably push yourself a little bit to go to the gym. If I had listened to myself, I probably just would have gone home, to be honest. But I have this rule where I either do 1 hour class, or if I'm doing my personal programming, I will do 2 exercises. So usually the 2 first exercises on my plan will take the first hour anyway with warm-ups. So I give myself an hour, so at least I'll have done something, and that makes me feel more accomplished. And usually if I don't feel good by the first hour, it just means that I need to rest. So that's my rule. I stick to it, and today, even after my first set of snatches at 55 pounds, like I started warming up with the bar and it was fine. Felt a little weird, but then when I did my first snatch of 55 warming up, I got spit out. What the fuck? And I was like, no, I am doing this exercise. I am not gonna quit now. And turns out I did all my sets at 80. Like, what? So it just goes to show sometimes you have to push a little bit more, and sometimes things just work out. Yes, the workout was really long. It took me a lot longer than usual. I was really slow warming up, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be a crazy, cool, fast day. They're not always gonna be. So I'm gonna leave you guys right here. This is kind of a just workout vlog. Nothing else happened today. Basically, I just went to work and went to the gym, and now I'm home. So I will jump in the shower now and go to bed because I'm very, very tired. So I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye!